By 1899, the age of outlaws and gunslingers was at an end. America was becoming a land of laws. Even the West had mostly been tamed. A few gangs still roamed, but they were being hunted down and destroyed. So hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome.
Says he's dying, Dutch. We'll have to stop someplace.
Okay, Arthur's out looking. I sent him up ahead.
If we don't stop soon, we'll all be dying. This weather, it's May. I'm just hoping the law got as lost as we did.
There. Arthur! Any luck?
I found a place where we can get some shelter. Let Davy rest while he... You know. An old mining town. Abandoned. It ain't far. Come on. Come on! Yeah!
Chapter 1, Coulter.
Bring him in here!
Miss Gaskell, get that fire lit, quick. Miss Jones, bring in whatever blankets we have. Mr. Pearson, see what we've got in terms of food.
Davy's dead.
There was nothing more you could have done.
What are we gonna do? We need supplies.
Well, first of all, you're gonna stay here, and you were gonna get yourself warm. Now, I sent John and Micah scouting out ahead. Arthur and I, we're gonna ride out, see if we can find one of them. And this, just for a short bit. And I don't see what other choice we have. Listen. Listen to me, all of you, for a moment. Now, we've had, well, a bad couple of days. I loved Davy, Jenny, Sean, Mac. They may be okay. We don't know. But we lost some folks. Now, if I could throw myself in the ground in their stead, I'd do it gladly. But we're gonna ride out and we're gonna find some food. Everybody, we're safe now. There ain't nobody following us through a storm like this one. And by the time they get here, well, we're gonna be long gone. We've been through worse than this before. Mr. Pearson, Miss Grimshaw, I need you to turn this place into a camp. We may be here for a few days. Now, all of you, get yourselves warm. Stay strong. Stay with me. We ain't done yet. Come on, Arthur.
All right. We've got some work to do.
We ain't run into them yet, so they both must have headed down the hill.
Sure. Hey, I ain't had time to ask. What really went down back there on that boat?
We missed you. That's what happened. Come on. Oh.
Hey, you need horses?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mr. Smith, get yourself indoors. You need to rest that hand.
I'll live.
Get indoors, son. We need you strong.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Ain't sure what we're gonna find out here, Dutch.
We have to try. Stay close. We'll do our best to stick to the trail.
This goddamn weather.
Been 2 days or more like this now. Oh, it has to blow over soon.
Welcome, then, everybody, to my start of a Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough.
Careful over this bridge here.
There's a bridge here? Really? I would never have guessed with all that snow.
Can't believe we lost Davy, too.
He's the last one, Arthur. No more. We need to get those people warm and fed.
At least we don't need to worry about Pinkertons tailing us in this.
A couple more days, we'll be on the other side. You need to help me pick the others back up. You're the only one I can rely on to stay strong right now.
We got fire and shelter. That's a start. So, do you think it was a trap in Blackwater?
That many men? Oh, they knew we were coming. But there was money on that boat, all right. Lots of it. I stashed what we took with all our money in town right before we fled. Hey,
So
I think I see something up the path.
So it sounds like we've the gang's had a bit of a problem. They're on the run from the law at this point, and
You up ahead. Who's there? Micah.
Gentlemen,
Found anything?
I think so. Found a little homestead down that way.
Okay. Anyone home?
Sure. Place is blazing with light and noise. Sounded like a party.
Let's go see.
Follow me. How's Davy doing?
He didn't make it. Nor did little Jenny.
That's too bad. Davy was a real fighter. Both of them calendar boys is, or was.
Yeah,
And Mac, Sean,
we don't know.
quite a business.
I'm glad you're all right, Micah.
Always.
Ask him if he's seen John.
Hey, have you seen John, Micah?
Didn't see much of anything once this storm came in.
He hasn't seen him.
He'll be fine. Things always turn out right for that boy.
I hope Mac and Sean are still out there somewhere, too. Hey, Arthur, let me take the rear. You move up.
Coming past.
Go on.
You run into anybody else?
I reckon we're the only ones crazy enough to be out in this, Morgan.
Yeah, well, don't talk to me about crazy.
Oh, so no, glad you're all right. I was worried, Micah. Look, it's all gonna work out, Morgan. We lost a few folks, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling so good about it.
Where are all the others?
Old mining camp, back up the hill. There ain't much, but shelter. So, this house, you speak to the people there already?
No, like Dutch told us. Look, but don't talk to no one. Just following orders, you know me.
Right. How much further?
Not far.
What does that mean?
Not far.
Thanks.
So we're out here traipsing the storm looking for...
Oh, goddamn this snow! It's right to the bone!
We're looking for John. Somebody from the gang called John, who was sent off ahead by the Dutch fellow behind me, who's, I believe, the gang boss, gang leader. But we're also obviously trying to find supplies for...
Let's keep it down now, gentlemen. It's just up ahead.
Snuff and stash those lanterns, boys. Best you two lie low on this. Okay, let's head down there.
Yep.
Health is displayed in the lower left corner. Alright, I don't appear to have a lot of it at the minute there. The level of the indicator, how quickly your health... Right, so we're going to hitch the horse.
Let me do the talking. We don't want to scare these folks.
Someone's having fun in there.
You two, get yourself out of sight. One lonely man is a lot less intimidating than three nasty-looking degenerates. Micah, hide behind that wagon. Arthur, you take that old shed on the left, and stay low, both of you. Hello?
Shut up, Billy.
Excuse me? Hello? Oh, well, hello, friend.
What you want?
I am very sorry to disturb you. My friends and I, well, we got into some trouble up the way, lost in the storm. Gentlemen.
We can't help you, mister.
I got folks
Arthur.
dying on the trail.
Arthur, we got a problem. Folks, there's a corpse right here.
Now, I just
Arthur,
need some
there's a
cans
body
of food
in the
or
wagon.
something.
I hear you. Just
Gentlemen, please.
I think you should go now, buddy.
Now, friend, I am...
Look out! There's more to bastards!
Watch out! One up top in the window!
I'm gonna put a window in your skull.
Get it good!
You sons of bitches!
Oh, one behind us somewhere.
One of them's making a run for it! Arthur!
Didn't seem to be going too well.
Goddamn O'Driscoll boys here!
Why? I don't know. Maybe same reason as us.
Micah, go bring the horses closer to the house. Arthur, let's go search the cabin.
Search the cabin. Okie dokie. Well, that's First bit of a conflict.
Smells like a party in here.
Turn the place upside down. Grab as many supplies as you can. We need the essentials. Food, medicine, whiskey.
And canned vegetables.
I'm starving.
You should eat something now. Get your strength up for the ride back.
I need to eat some stuff. Let's have a look then.
Big old pool of blood on the floor here.
I saw.
Probably the poor bastard who lived here. Micah found a dead body in the wagon outside.
Medicine chest.
I don't believe it.
It's a strange one, all right. Maybe they're hiding up here, too. There's a big price on Colm O'Driscoll's head. Nearly as big as the one on yours.
Wanting Colm dead is about the only thing me and Uncle Sam agree on. I'm going to start packing the horses. You keep looking.
Salted meat.
Meet me out here when you're done.
Classic oat cakes. Examine the photograph.
Poor bastard was married, too.
Jake and Sadie wedding, September 7th, 1896. So, with Jake and Sadie, the bodies in the... Were they the bodies?
Micah, Arthur, keep looking for stuff. Arthur, go see if there's anything in that barn. Micah, you search the cabin, see what we missed.
Sure.
Right. Investigate the barn. Oh, crap.
Bastard shot my cousin! Well, he started it. I'm gonna break your neck!
What's going on?
This guy just jumped me!
Oh, did he now?
Sneaky little bastard. Should I kill him?
No. Not yet. Find out what they're doing here, and where Colm is.
Oh, that
Colm.
son of a bitch will talk.
Not comb.
Where's Colm O'Driscoll?
It's an Irish name. It's pronounced column.
The others. At an old mining camp southwest of here. Near the lake.
What are you bastards doing? Why are you up here?
We're fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow the tracks. I don't know more than that, I swear.
Well, I would say it looks like you have this, Arthur. Do what you want with him. I don't care. But bring that horse when you're done. Oh.
I don't know anything yet. Please. Please, spare me.
Not a chance. Pick up my gun. I definitely want my hat back.
Easy. It's okay. Easy there.
Easy, horsey.
Whoa, now, easy.
horsey. Easy little horsey. Come on, horsey. Come on, horsey. Might be able to take you to the glue factory and trade you in for some cash. That'd be nice.
Is that bastard still in there?
He's dealt with.
Good. That looks like a decent horse. You should keep him. Tie him up over there, Arthur.
And I will tie him up.
Get away from me!
Micah, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Whoa, look what I found in the cellar! Wild thing, ain't ya?
Leave her alone.
I wasn't doing nothing.
That must be Sadie. That's from the photo. She wasn't killed then. Unless they only killed her husband.
Miss, now, it is going to be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss, come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick. Come on.
We've set a house on fire.
Oh. You okay, miss?
They came 3 days ago. And my husband, they...
Okay. Miss, you are safe now. And you can't stay here.
No, because it's getting a bit warm in your house. And although warm is good in the snow, you don't want to be that warm. That you're actually on fire.
You ain't them. It's okay. Get on. We'll keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
We will keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
What's your name, miss? Miss?
Adler.
Adler.
Sadie Adler. Mrs. He was my husband.
Not anymore.
Hey! Somebody's coming!
Put your
Looks
gun
like it's
down.
Dutch. Hey, everybody, Dutch is back! How'd you get on?
Micah found a homestead, but he weren't the first. Colm O'Driscoll and his scum, they beat us to it. We found some of them there, but there is more about, apparently. Scouting the train. Thank you.
That's the last thing we need right now, Dutch.
Well, it is what it is. But we found some supplies, some blankets, a little bit of food, and this poor soul, Mrs. Adler, Miss Tilly, Miss Karen, would you warm her up? Give her a drink or something? And Mrs. Adler, it's gonna be okay. You're safe now. They turned her into a widow. Animals. I need some rest. I haven't slept in 3 days.
You're over here. Miss O'Shea will show you the way. Mr. Morgan, we put you in a room over here.
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Bell, you're with the fellas over there.
What? How come Arthur gets a room and I get a bunk bed next to Bill Williamson and a bunch of darkies? Get
Oi,
yourself
racist. Less of that. And the reason Arthur gets a room is because, I'm special. I'm a special person. And I don't mean special needs, but, you know, I'm like Dutch's right-hand man. I'm like number 2 in command or something, surely.
He ain't been seen in days. Weather ain't let up.
He's strong, and he's smart.
Strong, at least. Hello, Arthur.
Abigail?
Arthur, how you doing?
Just fine, Abigail. And you?
I need you to... I'm sorry to ask, but...
It's little John. He's got himself caught into a scrape
He
again.
ain't been seen in 2... 2 days.
Your John will be fine. I mean, he may be as dumb as rocks and as dull as rusted iron, but that ain't changing because he got caught in some snowstorm.
Please go take a look. Javier?
Yes.
Javier, will you ride out with Arthur to take a look for John? You're the 2 best fit men we've got.
Now?
We're pretty worried about him.
I know. The situation were reversed, and he looked for me.
Thank you.
This way.
So we're still looking for John.
Last I know, John was headed up the river.
For all we know, he kept riding north and never looked back.
He wouldn't leave. Not like that.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Some mighty impressive weather effects in this game. It flipping makes you feel cold watching it.
Hey, I see some smoke. Come on, let's take a look.
Let's hope it ain't more of O'Driscoll's boys.
Well,
It's a campfire of some description.
seems somebody left. Recently. And that way.
Sure, well, come on then.
There's some tracks leading to the river. Let's cross. See, they continue up that way.
You can see the tracks.
You think it's John?
You tell me. These are horse tracks for sure, but could be anyone. Let's just see where they lead.
So,
Who else is going to be out here?
you were there, Javier. What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. And suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkertons. It was crazy. Raining bullets. Watch out for this crevice.
Pinkertons. They were like
Killed a girl in a
government agents back in the day.
bad way. But it was a bad situation.
That ain't like him, though.
They continue along the cliff wall here. Davey got shot. Mac and John, both shot too. Sean, we don't even know. I'm surprised we escaped at all. By the time you boys showed up from the other side of town, we were only just holding on.
Bad business, all right. Damn snow's coming in hard again.
We'll lose these tracks if we don't move fast.
It's hard work climbing these hills in the snow.
Careful, it's getting narrow here.
Yeah, I'm going to stick close to the mountain's edge because knowing my luck, I'll fall off.
Come on, boy.
I don't want to be the
Horses
world's
are
first
getting
cowboy
tired.
pizza.
Yeah, a lot of fresh snow here.
I don't know about this, Javier. I mean, we can't follow nothing.
Let's push on a little bit. Maybe we'll pick up the trail again.
Really? Because I'm not seeing anything, dude, that gives me that kind of hope.
Come on.
Hey, look! Over there! You see that?
See what? There's a dead horse.
John was riding that horse when we left Blackwater. Let's see if he can hear us. Come on! Up there! It's coming from up ahead somewhere. I don't think we can go much further on the horses. We'll have to walk from here. I'd grab that shotgun from your horse. Who knows what's up ahead?
Righto. Good choice. I'm surprised I've equipped my shotgun.
Grab your shotgun. Come on. Come on.
My revolver would be better. It's got more shots. This is a bit dicey. This is climbing down
Careful
here.
here.
You sure about this?
Don't shoot him.
It's coming from this way.
Okay.
Mierda, that we're high up here.
You're telling me.
Drops down here. Watch yourself. Watch out here. Stay low under here.
A bit of crouching.
Okay. Good now.
Watch your step. This is real slippery.
Stay close to the wall. Up this way.
My stamina has depleted.
That sounds closer now. Come on. We're coming, John!
Have I got anything that restores stamina? There we go. That'll get me some stamina back. I will continue to eat and drink to maintain my... I'm coming.
Let's keep moving then. Come on.
I'm coming as fast as I can go.
John! Marston!
Come here! Out on the ledge!
That's John! We're coming!
Hey!
I'm in real deep snow.
Over here!
All right! Hot down, Marston!
He's down here.
Found you?
That's quite a scratch you got there.
Never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
You don't look so good.
I don't feel too good, neither. I'm freezing.
Don't die just yet, cowboy.
Come on, compadre.
Oh, so I've got to carry his freaking lumpy ass?
Well, we can't go back the way we came. Let's try this way.
Ain't you a sorry sight?
Can't argue with you there.
See? I told Dutch you weren't the right man for this.
Sure you did.
You all right?
I don't think so.
Come on. Hopefully this will lead us out.
Oh dear.
You see that on the ridge?
You head for the horses. I'll keep John's friends off until you're clear.
All right, John, come on. Let's get you on that horse. Hey, we're getting you out of here.
Get back.
Keep them away from us. Stay there. Don't bring them this way. We got them all. Good work, Arthur.
Of course I got them all. I'm flipping
Okay, let's
Arthur
get going
Morgan,
before any
king
more
of
these bastards
cowboys.
show up.
Come on, who's gonna ride?
Come on then. Let's get back to the others.
That's what I was doing, but you weren't following me.
I don't feel too good.
You'll be fine. It's just like a dog bite.
Knew a fella, got bit by a dog, died an hour later.
Yeah,
ain't
dogs
gonna
have
die.
rabies and diseases and stuff back in
Not
these
yet.
olden times. And wolves probably eat far worse.
Up there! More of them! Aléjate de mí! Get the hell out of here! Get out! Shit, there's more on the right! More coming in on the left! Fuera! Get out of here!
What, reload? Faster. Means more fast.
You see any more, Arthur?
Don't think so. Jesus. You still with us, Marston? Just about.
You're gonna be okay. We have some shelter now.
Thanks for coming for me.
Of course. That bullet in Blackwater, now this. You had a hell of a time.
And Arthur always says, I'm lucky.
None of us are lucky right now. Should
None of
ride
us
in the
are
water
lucky.
for a bit. Try to lose a scent. Don't want to leave a trail right back to camp.
You know, we're gonna need to come up with a better story for that scar. So, freezing, bleeding, starving, damn near getting eaten to death ain't good enough for you?
Here, let's cross to the left.
Yeah, come on. Let's push hard and get back.
See those buildings up ahead, John? That's where we camped. Nearly there.
Nearly there, John. Gang's all back together. Apart from those which are dead.
Come on! Someone help John down off this horse.
Can we get some help here? Can we get some help? We need some help here.
Come on, help him down.
You're alive! You're alive!
Here we go. There we go. Ay, careful, idiotas! It's his leg.
Oh, come on, let's get you warm. Thank you both. This is a new low, even by your standards.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you.
Got any other lost maidens need saving?
Not today.
Have you and Dutch talked about how we're gonna get out of this?
I was just discussing with Herr Strauss when the weather breaks. Suppose we'll have to keep heading east.
East? Into all that... That's civilization.
I know. The west is where our problems are worse. Come on, Herr Strauss. Let's get warm.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
We have been running for weeks. We found shelter and been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we wait the thaw. Hardly the spring I had been hoping for.
So what now, Dutch?
We get strong, we get warm, and we wait. When the storm breaks, we move. But we're safe here. Warm enough.
I guess.
I bought this new journal after the last one got destroyed.
Doubtful just
in that
worried.
fire all those months ago.
We have been shot at before, Hosea. I don't feel that this
Didn't
is
draw much in the
honestly
past few
anything
months,
new.
but I was missing it more than I thought.
We had a bit of bad luck, but then the storm covered our tracks, so now we wait a bit, and we go back to Blackwater, and we get our money, or we get some more money, and we keep heading west.
But we're heading east.
For now. For now. We got this. We're safe. Stay strong, Hosea.
So torturous and slow, nobody could have followed us south and east or figured out where we was heading. We was thinking about but them Dutch and he's brought us down to Blackwater. Blackwater has apparently grown a whole lot since any of them was last here. I was told to expect little more than a trading post, but the place is growing fast and it's almost a small city. The town seems to be riddled with corruption, but there's certainly plenty of money here. It's good to be sleeping in a bed from time to time and living a more civilized life after so long under canvas, but I do not particularly like being this near to a town. We are living here, camping outside town mostly, hidden in plain sight I guess. Life seems pretty easy. Abigail and Marston keep arguing. I wonder why exactly he came back. He cannot seem to decide if he wants to be a father to that boy of his or not. The arguing is exhausting. I heard talk of a man. Sounded like Trelawney, but we haven't seen him for many months. Hosea and I are onto something. Something pretty big. Might be a lot of cash coming in to do with a real estate scam Hosea thinks he may have discovered. I am not sure yet. The perfect crime, we think. One where we rob crooks. We are being real careful. It's fun working with Hosea again. The man is an artist of nonsense. Even if nothing comes of it, we are having an amusing enough time. It's good to be running scams again. Hosea is a born huckster. He is getting anxious, worried that by lingering in town we're going to bring undue attention on ourselves. But Dutch thinks he is also onto something big. His words, not mine. Bank money being brought in by boat. Apparently, so for now, we are working on both things and seeing what happens. Plan is to flee west into the desert country someplace if we can. Micah and Dutch are planning to rob the ferry in town. They think it's laden with riches. Cash coming in for the banks, coming in by boat. For once, I'm not getting involved in the job. Hosea and I are too taken up with our business, which I believe could go very well. And Dutch seems confident that with the group assembled, all will be okay. Plan is for them to carry out the job, then flee into the wilderness out to the west. The next day, Hosea and I carry out our scam and join them. Dutch seems happy and excited. He's talking again about California, but he's also talking about a lot of other places. We have been running for weeks, I mean running more than usual. The job they was pulling in Blackwater, robbing that ferry, it turned into a disaster. Young Jenny got killed, poor thing, while Sean and Mac both got arrested or killed. Nobody seems sure which. Dutch shot a girl, I'm not too sure if by accident or design, and seems like it might have been a setup. We took to the hills in an almighty scramble, leaving money and most of our things behind. Then, as we were fleeing east over the Grizzlies, an almighty storm hit us. Davy Callender, who had got shot in the gut on the raid, passed away. It was brutal to watch, and the rest of us nearly froze, but we found shelter and have been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we await the thaw. Davy. Camp Coulter. Hardly the spring I've been hoping for. Hosea and I had been planning a robbery of our own in Blackwater, but I guess that's been abandoned along with most of what I owned. I am profoundly concerned as to what happens next, once we leave this place or the law finds us cowering up here. Found a girl, well a woman I should say. Her husband had been murdered by some of Colin O'Driscoll's boys. Nasty business. That's as much as we've written in our journal so far. Right. Last mission, I did not complete with an accuracy of at least 80%. So unfortunately, I only got a silver rating. Most of these missions have ratings, and to be honest, I'm not a big fan of that. So Miracle Tonic. In there, close that one.